Hey guys, it's Miss Chatterbox, and this is my About Me video. A few days ago, I filmed my introductory video, and I thought it came off really boring. I felt like I was just saying, I like this, and I like that, and that's not really me. So I decided I would read you my OkCupid dating profile, because it summarizes me pretty well. So I'm a 26-year-old female from California. My self-summary, I wrote that I'm fairly adventurous and I'll try almost anything once. I have a pretty extensive bucket list and I don't like to go more than a month without checking something off if I can. This month I'm actually going skydiving with my younger brother. We're going in 2 days. I'm absolutely terrified, but he went to jump school with the Army, and so I feel a little comforted that at least he kind of knows what we're getting ourselves into. I've traveled to about 15 or 16 countries, but I haven't been out of the country since I was 16, so I'm hoping in the next couple years I can do more traveling. I have Puerto Rico on my list for 2014 for a friend's wedding. I've been to about 50% of the states, and in a few weeks I'll be checking off a few more. I'm planning a cross-country Route 66 road trip if I can find someone to come with me. When I was 21, I went to a taping of a TV game show. I actually was not on camera. I was seated so far off to the side. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get on TV. I'm physically off of the screen. I ended up getting called as the first contestant. I ended up winning my game, and I won a bunch of prizes, one of which is the laptop that I'm filming this on. What I'm doing with my life. Well, I had a great career in banking and finance, and I gave it up and I went back to school. I really wanted to have a bachelor's degree, so I went to a private university and I recently graduated, and I will be starting grad school soon for my master's degree. My profile says that I'm training for my first Tough Mudder, but as of a few weeks ago, that's not true anymore. My doctors didn't give me medical clearance, so maybe Tough Mudder 2014, definitely not 2013, but keep training, I guess. What I'm really good at, I don't know why I put these things, but I'm really good at sarcasm, drinking whiskey, trivia. I actually go to pub trivia about every other week. Good at cooking and baking. I'm really good at working out. Dancing for long periods of time. My record was 6 hours in Vegas in heels, and even the band was like, I'm tired of watching you dance that much. You should be exhausted. And I'm like, nope, be here all night. I'm really good at excessively quoting movies. Sometimes I do it so subtly that people don't actually realize that I'm quoting a movie, and then I just look like a weirdo that just said something super out of the blue, like milk was a bad idea. Oh, I'm really good at being the little spoon. I'm 5'4", so I feel like I have a natural advantage to being the little spoon. The things people first notice about me is usually my red hair. I get a lot of comments about if I'm a natural redhead. My hair doesn't look very red on camera, but I think that's just the lighting in my living room. I'm not a natural redhead. I have naturally strawberry blonde hair, but I think that makes me more of a redhead than a blonde. People notice my blue eyes a lot. Every week someone asks me if they're contacts. They're not. I've never had contacts. Or my smirk, because I kind of default to this face when I'm not paying attention. That's the face I make. My favorite books, movies, shows, food. Books, I like pretty much everything Malcolm Gladwell's written. I think he's a fantastic writer and economist. I like his work. World War Z, didn't like the movie, but the book was great. Freakonomics, Super Freakonomics, Emotional Equations by Chip Conley. Movies, anything that has a zombie, even if it's low budget, I'll watch it. I like pretty much any movie, though. I'm always gonna like chick flick rom-coms. Pretty much anything. I don't think there's many movies I don't like. Shows, I watch an incredible amount of sports. I think I probably watch like 80% of the A's games that get broadcast. Sometimes I DVR them so I can watch them when I get home, if I can try to avoid finding out the outcome of the game. I usually watch about 100% of Niner games in the regular season. I DVR soccer. I watch wrestling on TV. I love Walking Dead, The Colbert Report, Sons of Anarchy, Archer, Game of Thrones, Person of Interest, Top Chef. And my guilty pleasure is like pretty much anything Bravo broadcasts, because their shows are like terrible, but that's what makes them so great. They're just awful. Shows that are no longer in the air that are my favorite. I loved Lost. I loved The Tudors, Rome. Better Off Ted got canceled way too quick. Two and a Half Men, back when it was Charlie Sheen. I stopped watching after that. My musical tastes are pretty eclectic. If you shuffled on my iPod, you would get country, Disney, rock, alt-rock, like classic rock, metal, lots of like EDM, a little bit of jazz. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's pretty random. For food, I eat pretty healthy day to day, but there are days where like my diet goes to crap and I will just like have a cookie for breakfast and reheat a slice of pizza for lunch. It all balances out, so I'm not too worried about it. 6 things I could never do without. Okay, I haven't used this profile in like 8 months actively, so this is a little outdated, but it roughly still applies. I wrote Major League Baseball, running shoes. I don't really run, so this is why it's really outdated. It's been a very long time since I was an active runner. Espresso, probably have espresso like 3 times a week. Coffee, maybe a little bit more. Music, whiskey, and a really healthy sense of humor, because it's a bad day if I don't get to laugh constantly. I spend a lot of time thinking about sports, health and fitness related stuff. Like, I'm always looking up articles and blogs. I do spend a lot of time thinking about why I'm wearing a hat in a lot of my OkCupid profile pictures. I didn't realize this trend, but I have an A's hat on, I have a Niners hat on, I have my running visor on, and then I have a hat in one of my pictures of me hiking. I don't know why I'm wearing a hat. I don't wear a hat in everyday life all that often. Pretty much only when I'm at like baseball, football games, or when I'm like biking or cycling or running. On a typical Friday night, if I have my way, I like to be at a baseball game, but sometimes I'm wine tasting. Sometimes I'm just at home reading or studying. I go to the gym a lot on Friday nights because there's not a lot of people there because they all have lives and they're out doing things. Sometimes I'm out with friends on a Friday night. Lately I've been on Tiny Chat. Changes every week. The most private thing I'm willing to admit, I really like cheesy pickup lines. Like, a lot. No one's ever used one on me in like real life, but I feel like if somebody walked up to me at a bar and was like, how much does a polar bear weigh? And I'd be like, I don't know, how much? They'd be like, enough to break the ice. I would buy them a drink. I would laugh. You should message me if you think that you can handle a classy, sassy, and smart-assy redhead that probably knows more about sports than you do. Also, if you're a power lifter, like, please message me. That's my type. So yeah, that's me in a little nutshell. The reason why my profile hasn't been actively used in a very long time is because I'm dating a really great guy and I'm really happy, and so my profile is just kind of up there and I don't check it, I don't use it, but I thought that was a good way to kind of summarize me in a couple of minutes. So that's it. That's me. Bye, guys.